2025 was a year of tremendous growth for SIR. We ratified a new strategic plan and identified the key priorities for the next stage of interventional radiology's evolution. Campaigned for better interventional radiology reimbursement and launched a revolutionary new data collection tool. It was a historic year, one where we reflected on our past and planned for our future. In March, SIR returned to the roots of interventional radiology as we celebrated our 50th anniversary in Nashville at SIR 2025.
So many incredible transformative things have happened in the last 50 years. First and foremost, we're truly embracing the clinical practice in our society, in our specialty, in our membership. We're now seeing time and time again, the majority of our members have established a robust, dynamic, longitudinal, comprehensive clinical practice. It's so inspiring and just so incredible to watch our specialty transform over the last 50 years. The future is so bright.
50 years isn't a long time in healthcare, but the establishment of a novel idea that turned into a specialty that renamed itself a few times along the way and now has been recognized in all of medicine as a distinct specialty from all others is a huge accomplishment to have done in 50 years. What I see ahead of us now are new challenges that are incumbent on a primary specialty that we didn't have before. We're responsible to advocate for our own patients and our treatments. We can't rely on others to do so. We need to provide the data that recognizes the work that we do as equal, if not better, than other treatments that are provided otherwise that were historically present. I think the future is bright. The talent, as I mentioned previously, is better than we've had before, and the leadership structure is set so that we can do so, accomplish those goals that we have in the next 50 years.
The interventional radiology community came together for a week of connection, education, and celebration, capped off by a moving testimony from award-winning journalist Sebastian Junger on how an interventional radiologist saved his life.
My blood pressure was plummeting. I had no idea, but I had aneurysm in my abdomen that had just ruptured, and I was on my way to losing probably half my blood into my abdomen. I was right on the edge. This is a small regional hospital in Massachusetts, but they had amazing care, and they were able to get a catheter to the ruptured aneurysm in my pancreatic artery, and it was very hard to get it. The light bulb would sort of go on for people if they heard that. They're like, oh my God, there's this other kind of like surgical magic. It's not surgery, but in their mind it'd be like surgical magic where they don't cut you open. It really is nothing short of a miracle.
Sebastian Junger's story reminds us that while interventional radiology may look different today, it's still a crucial part of the healthcare system with the ability to transform lives. We see this every day in the diverse and ever-growing landscape of our workforce, which is revolutionizing how we serve our communities. This year, SIR celebrated Rural Health Day by sharing stories from our interventional radiology members who advocated for the increased practice of interventional radiology in their small and rural practices.
I build relationships with patients in small rural areas. They become my friends. I feel invested in how they're doing. It allows me to become a part of that community, which is how you build trust, how you build rapport. I also like that in these small and rural areas that we all sort of count it on each other as part of a healthcare team.
There is such joy in bringing good quality to the small and rural practices, particularly when you know that even the simplest of procedures could result in someone having to travel for hours if we don't provide that service.
Having radiology in rural communities and being able to provide procedures, imaging, and bridge some of those access issues does make a huge difference for patients, and it's very appreciated.
Every day, we see the value that interventional radiology brings to the healthcare system, but quantifying, proving, and demonstrating that value remains a challenge. One of the answers to this challenge is the Vertex system. Vertex, SIR's revolutionary interventional radiology data registry and analytics platform, launched earlier this year with 12 sites enrolling data. Vertex is designed for everyone: academic centers, hospitals, ambulatory surgery centers, and office-based labs. And it will give you and your practice access to robust analytics for informed decision-making. It will allow you to gain vital practice insights through real-time capture of procedural volumes, procedural durations, case mix complications, clinical outcomes, and more. General enrollment for Vertex opened in January January 2026.
We are currently one of the pilot sites for Vertex. Looking for outcome measures that are meaningful for interventional radiology has been hard. So this way, by participating in this Vertex registry, it would allow us as a IR practice and a large health system to be able to capture our data and create benchmarks and compare it to other similar institutions.
I think the opportunity for real-world data that Vertex will provide with a real-time information extract that will be minimum requirements on IT support is really revolutionary. And I know that in my institution, which is a large institute of quality improvement, was extremely impressed and excited and immediately approved the proposal with minimal fanfare, and in fact agreed to pay for it, not the department or the division, but the Institute for Quality.
I think it's very important for other organizations to be part of Vertex because we really need large data. And, the more data we have, the more accurate our outcomes measures will be, the more accurate our benchmarks would be. And this will elevate us as a field.
We know interventional radiology's value, and SIR is working tirelessly to ensure that stakeholders know it too. We submitted over 50 comment letters to state, federal, and commercial agencies advocating for our members. And through our work on the RUC and the CPT committees, SIR secured 49 new CPT codes and 9 revised CPT codes for interventional radiology therapies in the 2026 Medicare Physician Fee Schedule rule. We're not just fighting for value, we're empowering members to ensure they aren't leaving revenue on the table.
Interventional radiology is by far the most difficult type of medicine to code for, and that's because of the versatility of our physicians. We are in every part of the body anatomically, we're in every organ system. Our code set spans the entirety of the CPT manual from cover to cover. We are constantly trying to create tools for people who are interested in understanding how to do this better.
From the yearly Navigator to the Interventional Radiology Coding Academy, members have unlimited access to in-depth, highly tailored coding and billing education throughout the year. SIR's dedication to ongoing education is evident throughout the numerous resources available to our members. Virtual options like the Expert Insights series allows for self-paced deep dives on everything from pediatrics to pain management. Meanwhile, SIR's in-person meetings allow hands-on practical guidance for every career stage.
I've learned a lot here. I think that it's a good way to balance out your training, especially the peripheral arterial disease course, which even if you won't have as part of your practice, it'll be on the board. So I feel like it really helps solidify some knowledge, and I got a lot of additional pearls from the attendings just throughout the entirety of the course. So I would definitely recommend coming.
Historically, we've always been blended with diagnostic radiology and sort of told that we don't need to worry about the business back end of how things are being run. And the more you look at it, the more you realize that the IR business back end is a completely separate entity, different codes, different workflows, treated as a surgical subspecialty with pre-authorizations. It has to be clinic-based, has to be patient-driven. And this meeting really sort of highlights and focuses that, all the tools that you need to make that work.
EDGE meeting is about abundance and also scarcity because we have 4 courses in 3 days and 2 are simultaneous, which means you've got to make choices. You can't have every entree, which is why you come every year. We were challenged to create a new fall meeting for the SIR, and we said this has got to be dynamic and something that no one else has done. Creative education that leaves people with facts that they didn't have and tools and skills. So intense conversations, tight new lectures, special skills, and abundance of information that you could move in and out and sample what you eat. So it is a smorgasbord of intense education that is immediately practicable and usable at home.
The story of interventional radiology is always evolving. In 2025, SIR was proud to be the professional home for over 8,400 members. In this year of unprecedented growth and celebration, we came together as a community to share a unified voice.
I view the future of interventional radiology as inspiring and with incredible opportunities that I'm hoping all of our members can realize, empower their practices, and impact the quality of the care that they're providing to their patients.